Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over, he in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that don't make sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a faucet.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Wait, set, wide, 80! 53.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Ozzy!
53's the mic. 53's the
Hey, Alpha!
I got him.
Mike, 50.
Mike, when he hit!
53, Mike.
Hey, ball 66!
Throwing on first down is Brady. Gets it to Gordon. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Switch.
Alert!
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey, second!
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, 4 down.
Sugar! 41 Mike, Echo! 41 Mike, check it, reload!
Throwing is Brady on third down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Come on, fellas.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell, and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Darnold. Big hold of the 30. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. By the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, 2nd leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. Darnold now to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
That's the score, Jets 7, Patriots 9.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On 2nd and 9, Brady. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Copeland. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Motion, motion, motion.
Hey, check it. Regular.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 41 Mike.
Hey, Delta.
41 Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he's in. touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Look at the spin. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
53, Linda! Hey, Zoo!
From the gun, it's Brady. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Hey, that fly, 20!
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Kill.
Both hands in!
Brady deferring to White on the draw. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Going on the ground, it's White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Team 6.
Shadow.
Shotgun now for Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
You don't know no better. Hey, high 7. 72.
On 1st down, Brady. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This throw on target, Brady to Thomas. Thomas, the 9-year vet. Of course, all those great seasons with Denver. 5 straight 1,000-yard campaigns in Denver. Dealt to Houston at the trade deadline last year, and now trying to work his way back off an Achilles tear. And if healthy, he can certainly be a big asset for Tom Brady. Brady going to throw. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Alabama. Hey, exit.
53 is the mic. Hey, pick it. Let's go. Undercrush.
Wait for the head.
Brady to throw again. That's complete. It's Gordon.
complete to Josh Gordon. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the run. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Checking hot reads.
Blue draw quarters. When he hit. When he hit.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, does it bring in your tight end, keep him in? Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
To Michelle on the screen. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And an alley to run. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Time to go, night.
Darnold from the gun. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
50 on side. 58 to Mike. Lady.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. 58, boys. 58. It's it. Now watch run.
Now Darnold. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he's got a noon one. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On first down, it's Bell. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie. Check. Regular.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. He's got it to James White. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Brady now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Again, it's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Goal. 72.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And caught by Thomas for a Patriots touchdown. Demaryius Thomas as the first half is winding down as his guys are back within a single score. Gostkowski with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A final shot before the break. Darnold airing one out for Crowder. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Got an open man. It's a noon one. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds his target, it's Crowder. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Bell. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Darnold down to throw. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Wait, that wide, 80.
this way, coming this way.
When it hit.
Here we go.
Alpha.
Mike 41, Mike 41.
Go there.
From the 36, Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. Let's go, D. Tight.
When he hit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady.
Watch the twist.
25. Check 25. Check
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
58, Mike.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go Bandit.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Hey, Haywood. Alert.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Going deep here for Edelman. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 76 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
Big edge, big edge, big edge. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Red 80.
Again, it's Bell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st down, it's Bell. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Darnold now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
My boy, 51. I know he ain't got it.
Jam him, jam him.
Red 80. Here we go, here we go. It's done.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Rip.
Watch the screen.
Mike 41. Hey, goal 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He gets it to Thomas. And he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll give this to Bell running right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
I got it.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Brady now on 1st down, trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Nice pick.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Go set.
58, it's Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
And they will take a knee here.
Darnold on the keeper.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jets, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they fall to defeat for the 2nd time this season. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.